All right, this is the first Patreon request from the Wind and the Wuthering album. This is for you, Matt L. You know who you are. We are doing One for the Vine, so we're going to do the studio version first. If you don't want to watch me first time listen to the studio version, Matt was kind enough, this is where his request comes in, for me to watch a performance of the same song from the 1980 tour. So Steve Hackett wasn't on this live performance, but he found me the link of a good quality, I hope. All right. Now, here we go. One for the Vine, track 2 from The Wind and Wuthering. And I've enjoyed the album so far. I'm sure I'll enjoy this one. Here we go. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Sorry if you hear my kids in the background. I got kids.
50,000 men were sent to do the will of one. His claim was phrased quite simply, though he never voiced it loud. I am he, the chosen one. In his name they could slaughter, for his name they could die. The many there were believed in him, still more were sure he lied. But they'll fight the battle on. Then one whose faith had died fled back up the mountainside. But before the top was made, a misplaced footfall made him stray from the path prepared for him. Off of the mountain, onto a wilderness of ice. This unexpected vision made him stand and shake with fear. But nothing was as fright compared with those who saw him appear. Terror filled their minds with awe. Simple were the folk who lived upon this frozen wave. So not surprising was their thought, this is he, God's chosen one, who's come to save us from all our oppressors. We shall be kings on this world. Follow me, I'll play the game you want me until I find a way back home. Follow me, I give you strength beside you, courage to your battles. No, 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 this kind of war, this will be all that I fled for. Let me rest for a while.
Yeah, got really high, very high vocals there, man.
He walked into a valley all alone. There he talked with water and then with the vine. traveled across the plateau of ice up to its edge. Then they crossed a mountain range and saw the final plain. Still he urged the people on. Then on the distant snow, he observed one without hope flee back up the mountainside. He thought he recognized him by his walk and by the way he fell, and by the way he stood up and vanished into air.
Great ending. It's a good song. Great ending. It's an awesome song. Thank you. So now we're going to roll into, thank you, Matt. We're going to roll into the live version that you provided for the same song. And from the clip, it's a little bit longer than, let's see, I got stuff all over the place. Where do I go here? One for the Vine. It's live in London, 1980. High quality. A song rarely performed live, says the person that posted this. Okay, cool. Let's just roll right into it. It's a great song, too, by the way. I really did like that. And let's check out this version live. It's a little bit longer than the studio, so it might be a jam session. Oh, it is good quality, yeah.
Men were sent to do the will of one. His claim was phrased quite simply, though he never voiced it loud. I am he, the chosen one. In his name they could slaughter, for his name they could die.
It's good quality, yeah. Great pro footage.
Still more was sure lie. But they'll fight that battle on. Then one whose faith had died fled back up the mountainside. But before the top was made, on this place footfall made him stray from the path prepared for him. Up on that save us from all our oppressors. Oh, we shall be kings on this world.
Sounds great.
Let me rest for a while. He walked into a valley all alone. There he talked with water and then with the vine.
Crowd's like, yeah. Phil's like, oh man, I gotta go back and sing now. I think he really enjoys just playing the drums back there.
Travel across the plateau of ice up to its edge, and then they crossed the mountain range, saw the final plain. Still he urged his people on. Then on a distant slope, where he took one without hope, he back up the mountainside. He thought he recognized him by his walk and by the way he felt, and by the way he stood up, and he vanished into air.
Oh, I wonder how they end the song. It's near the end right now from the studio version. I think Phil likes to be behind the drums a lot. It's pretty cool though. Okay. Okay.
Vimeo has become part of
So I don't know what the last part of this live video is. We'll just have to skip this ad.
Now, I'd like to tell a short story.
Sure.
Right. This next piece of the show here is the story of a mate of ours whose name was Albert. Albert was a born loser. Nothing he did went right. He was one of life's failures. Written off, just like that. I'll give you an example. You rub it back. Okay, so Albert once fell in love with a lady. Beautiful lady she was, beautiful lady. The Duchess. And the Duchess was a very domineering lady. She was into S&M. Oh, but poor old Albert didn't speak Spanish or Mexican. So she kicked him out. And he went home that night and he was very disappointed, dejected. So he sat down on the chair and he turned on the television and suddenly his whole life changed because he was back in love again. There's always got to be one. Anyway, see, his whole life changed because suddenly he fell in love. He fell in love with his television set. It was a really beautiful looking television set. It was sort of square with sort of a glass bit in the middle.
And it was a good conversational piece with his friends, but it was a bit of a one-sided affair for Albert. And in 2 days, he was in hospital having the glass removed from his private parts. So, he went on a convalescing holiday abroad, over here where I'm pointing, where tragedy struck again. Because Albert fell in love again. This time with his walking stick. Well, I'm not too sure about Albert, so he's a bit of a weird. And I think you've guessed it, in 2 or 3 days' time, he was back in hospital, having the walking stick removed from his private part. So he came back from his convalescing holiday abroad over there, to England over here, where we live. Where he entered a home for unsuccessful young lovers, called Duke's. But I can see you're getting very upset, but I don't want you to, because every cloud has a silver lining, and every silver lining has a cloud, and every bin has a liner. And it was in this bin that Albert wrote some fantastically boring books. Are you arguing with me or someone? He wrote some wonderful books. He wrote such literary classics as Romeo and Albert and Midsummer Night's Albert. Albert, The Space Odyssey. Albert Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Horror film called Albert, Prince of Darkness. The Return of Albert. The Return of the Brides of the Evil of Albert. And so it goes on. And the big change for him came when he started writing sex books. He had a very, very big one called Danish Albert on the Job. A big hit for him. And now to the music, which has got nothing to do with Albert. I was deliberately wasting your time. This is in fact some album. Here we go. This is some music from our album called Duke.
Oh, we'll have to save that when we get to Duke. That's a fun little story. It's just nice to see Phil talk. I was like the one heckler in the crowd. Not heckler, but he's like, just let Phil tell the story, but he handled himself well. All right, that was fun. A great song, great live performance, and thank you to Matt for this Patreon request to make sure I did this video. Okay, wow, this is great. Thanks, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. It's good to be on the Genesis train again. I got so many different bands going on right now. It's hard to, I guess each day it doesn't matter. I have no schedule. I'm just, yeah. I haven't forgotten about Genesis. I haven't forgotten about the other bands that I'm doing as well. It's just I only got so much time in the day. I got a job. I got kids. I got family. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.